In this video, we'll talk about working with the adaptive homework. In this case, you can either select Start My Path on the home screen or go to Learn under the ALEKS main menu. That will take you into learning mode, where you'll have a specific question to take a look at. The idea here is to, once you understand the skill, move on to demonstrate your understanding. You can also use the expansion button at the top to see all of the available skills. And if you move over, you can see that for this, there's a lot of these skills. Note that some of these are going to be locked. In that case, that means that there are other skills that are prerequisites that you'll have to complete first. You'll also notice that in this learning mode, and this holds as well when you're working on actual questions in the homework, you have a help menu that includes options that are available. Calculator is often available. You can access the book, dictionary, send a message, or you can print stuff out if you want to look at it on paper. So our question here is fairly straightforward. We're just adding items. So if we believe that we're ready to test our knowledge, we press start. And now we're given an actual question here. We answer the question and then click check down at the bottom in order to see whether we're right. So we can do this fairly straightforwardly. -25 plus -32 is -57. And then 42 plus -46 is -4. When we press check, we're told whether we're correct or not. Notice the bar up here at the right. Our goal is to get all the way to the right there, collect 5 points, so to speak. The first answer that we get correct gives us 1 bar. The next one, if we were to get another one right, it would take us to 3. And then if we got a third one right, it would take us to 5. So that would be 3 in a row. On the other hand, if we miss some, then we actually have to do 5 total. So let me demonstrate how that works. First, let's take a look at another one here. We do our computation. In this case, I'm just typing the minus sign at the beginning there. We check this as well. That's correct. And now we have 3 bars. Let me show you what happens if we answer at this point a question incorrectly. So let's say we get the second part incorrect. We mistakenly say it's, say, just -1. Now here, the answer is incorrect. And you'll notice that at the top, we now have only 2 bars. So we've answered 2 correctly. We will now have to answer 3 correctly in addition. So we move back. If we answer too many incorrectly, then ALEKS may suggest taking a break. That's not too bad. We can take a break, come back later. Also, even if you're not done with a particular skill, you can always switch to a different skill using the expansion button at the top left. And then that works similarly. So we get a specific item to look at. And when we think we're ready, we move on to demonstrating the skill. If we go back up to the main menu, then the review option will give us an opportunity to practice with skills that we've already mastered. We can again expand and see a list of every question that we show as having mastered. And if we want more practice, we can do that by accessing this option. And then if we want to go somewhere else in ALEKS, maybe move to a different task, we can either select another option from the main menu or go back to our home screen and continue from there.